poem. I'm always looking nice, love. That's me. Alright, I'm just gonna do one piece for y'all, alright? Alright. I ain't been in here in about a year on stage, so I'll do this piece. I wrote this piece. Me and some of my friends who I grew up with, we started talking. We started realizing how fast we were growing up. And I was smoking weed when I was 12, and my friend, he was like 13. We was just getting his Cadillac. We would have cookouts and we would invite our girlfriends over there. Our girlfriends would be pregnant and they would be like 14. Pregnant from some 20-year-old dude, but we didn't give a damn. You know? So I was just thinking, I said, you know, I need to document some of this shit when we was in our early teens. So I wrote this poem, and this was an experience that happened to me when I was 14 years old. Check this out. Hey there, yeah, little lady, was the rap episode to little lady. I was 14 years old, she wasn't typical, no, no, no. I said, hey there, yeah, little lady. She was the color of my grandmother's hot homemade chocolate pudding after she let it sit for 30 minutes to an hour. Or the shade maybe of her skillet cooked gravy when she lovingly sifted the flour. But this young tender that I had wooed, skin being splendidly hued, was just interlude. As she stood before me in the nude, bathing in the warmth from my eyes as I watched over her behind and thighs. I slowly took off my breeches while watching her nipples blow me kisses, and sensual trust took my lust from behind golden eyes. Yes, she had made me hard, and it made me reflect upon God. Feeling kind of odd, for the mood in this room was both freaky and sacred. Should I get on my knees and pray? Foreplay, I was in awe. I didn't know what to say. It was the first time in my life seeing a woman completely naked. I mean, she took off all her clothes. I had never seen a clitoris and sugar walls exposed. At 14 years old, shit, I was handily hypnotized. Before her, all the young girls I dated weren't sexually sophisticated. They just laid on the sofa and pulled their little panties to the side. But now, I was listening to the stylistics, like an old-timer, in a den on a mattress next to a recliner, drinking pink champagnes with this 16-year-old spellbinder. In that moment in time, there wasn't nothing finer, for I was seeing everything that could be offered through sex to a minor, except the gonorrhea that infested her vagina. Hey there, yeah. Clapping hole, and it's not acceptable. No, no, no. I say, hey there, little lady. She was the color of my grandmother's hot homemade chocolate pudding after she let it sit for 30 minutes to an hour. But that gonorrhea had a vagina smelling like a sink full of unclean, neglected chitlins on a hot summer night that had badly gone sour. But her applauding kitty smell was just an interlude. The free clinic was the sequel to our blues. As I looked across the room, perturbed at this human barbecue grill who had the nerve to smile at me in an embarrassed mood. I returned that smile that she gladly threw with a go-to-hell attitude. Mad at her clapping, but more at my napping, for no doubt I should have seen this. If I would have, I wouldn't be sentenced to repent in this clinic, humped over with my pelvis cramping every 10 minutes, waiting for the doctor to come and take the razor blades out of my penis. I thought about my mother's remarks while waiting there in their line. Boy, you'll find a way to squeeze piss out of a line. In disarray, for this wasn't the way our souls were supposed to intertwine. Towards this girl, I didn't mean to be cold and unkind, but cold feelings was the only thing that was shivering through my mind. For my Johnson was dripping like a poorly clothed little ghetto bastard's nose in the wintertime. Yes, she was the color of my grandmother's hot homemade chocolate pudding after she let it sit for 30 minutes to an hour. And her apology was as warm as Granny's cream-style corn that Grandpa loved to devour because he said it looked like yellow chowder. But an apology was just an interlude. She started pleading her case in a very tender mood, emphasizing with her hands to make me understand her situation. She said, darling, y'all boys, y'all burn when y'all go and pee. But it's hard for us girls to discern when we got VD. I didn't know I was giving out standing ovations. 2 months had passed since that splinter feeling had left my balls. A lot of penicillin and no alcohol. Now I found myself being taken in by a friend to make amends because she was genuine. In the midst of seeing her point of view From my viewpoint, her lost beauty started to come back through, and I rediscovered the unique color of her skin again. She saw that I was admiring the facets of her skin and made a pass at me to contend, and I charmingly answered her pass with a grin. Ambushed by a passion from within, I found myself back on that mattress in her den, and she politely burnt my young dumbass again. Hey there, yeah. In retrospect, you're gold, little lady. Without our episode, this tale could not be told. No, 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 I send praise to that little lady, lady. I send praise to that little lady.